All right, so welcome back to the channel. I thought this would be, obviously part two of the Q&A quarantine edition because, we're stuck at home doing nothing, being bored because they closed down everything. But you got to stay safe. You got to do that social distancing thing, means you got to isolate and be bored. Yeah. Anyways, so now on to the questions. Actually, first off, obviously, wrist check. I'm wearing my Skagen titanium watch. The redeeming factor about this watch is the stainless steel mesh band. I really like it. It is extremely comfortable. Anyways, let us, without further ado, get into these questions. Okay, so first question. Which do you like more, Ford or Chevy? And this person had put Ford looking like it's puked on. Yeah, I'm be honest, I totally agree with you. Ford, no, bleh, sucks, in my opinion. But like, they do make some good products. They're talking about the Coyote engine in the Mustangs. Fantastic engine, great all-around engine. I also do like some of their old muscle cars, like the old Mach 1 Mustangs. Those are pretty chill. But overall, as a company, they've had more, I believe, more misses than hits, if that makes sense. Especially like in the 90s and 2000s, a lot of their like think about it, 80s Mustangs, Fox body Mustangs. I understand you guys probably really like them because they're light. And they're light. They have the 5-liter, but those are, ugh. And the 4.6-liter V8. Oh my goodness, no. How about no? No. So I'll pass. I just think that Chevy just makes better vehicles. My favorite muscle car probably of all time is the Chevy, the Chevelle SS with the 454. But that's just me. So definitely Chevy over Ford. Their trucks over Ford. Better transmissions by far. But we all know that Dodge makes the best diesel engine, so can't go wrong with the Cummins. The only problem is, well, obviously, if you could have like the Cummins engine with the transmission from the Chevy, that would be the way to go for diesel anyways. But I just like Chevy and GM products. I'm gonna stop babbling on about that. Next question. What is the most influential car company to your passion for cars? I would say it's a pretty complex question, but I'll try and break it down. 2 companies, Honda and BMW. Reason why Honda, that was like the OG for me getting into the game of, modifying vehicles and just, kind of showcasing and getting into the community. Back when I owned an RSX Type S, I would bring it around to a ton of different shows. There meets all around the city, and I felt kind of proud of that car, even though, like, looking back, I'm like, that thing wasn't anything special. But it was a fun car. But yeah, like meeting a lot of cool people, a lot of friends, and so with the RSX, that really opened up with that. And then also with my current 3rd gen Prelude, the Honda community has been a great community to be a part of. And yeah, I mean, it does sometimes get a bad rap, but whatever. BMW, on the other hand, I would say that's been really influential just as a kind of a performance standpoint, as well as like, there's a reason why they call them the ultimate driving machine. Just get behind the wheel and start driving one. You'll understand why. They're amazing. And yeah, I mean, I remember going I honestly used to think that BMWs were just for rich, conceited pricks who didn't know how to use their turn signals. And then one of my friends, he's a pretty big Beamer fanboy. He had his it was a 1988 E34, I think it was, and he wanted me to jump in and take it for a spin kind of thing. So I went and drove around with him, and I was just like, I was actually kind of blown away with his family sedan, right? But the way it was, and how it handled, and the interior amenities. In BMW makes amazing interiors, in my opinion. But yeah, so definitely BMW. Definitely Honda. Obviously BMW, now that I've owned 2, I've really kind of changed my opinion on them. Also, we're doing renovations in the house, so that's why there's noise going on upstairs. Should probably be helping them, but I'll finish this up for you guys because I said I would. Okay, so so next question. What's your YouTube? I pretty much answered that. It's Massey Does Stuff. That's why you're here. Very self-explanatory. Okay, so last 2 questions. If you had $1 million, what would you do? I would purchase 1, if not 2 houses. 1, because I think, well, 2, probably because I want rental property, just have some passive cash flow on that end. And who knows, I mean, but $1 million, not that much today. I wouldn't buy crazy high, maybe I buy like an Aston Martin DB9. It's like my really high end car, or older NSX probably, or a couple watches. I really want my Omega C, like the Omega Seamaster Aquaterra. That's only like 7,000. Okay, so last question. What is one thing you'd want all of your students to take away from you as a teacher? Honestly, the one thing I would say that I want everybody to take away from them is that I really care about them. And not just, I don't really, like, I'm gonna be real with you guys. So my normal job is a teacher. So it kind of sucks that this whole crisis has closed down all the schools and I can't teach, which I really don't like that. But yeah, so my biggest thing is just that I really care about students. Like I honestly don't really care that much about your grades or your performance. Like I do care about that, but I more care about how you are doing as a person rather than just like your performance on basically a spreadsheet. Because at the end of the day, your performance on a spreadsheet doesn't matter like in 20-30 years. Like you could absolutely fail and bomb all of high school, upgrade it, and then go on to become like an engineer. So honestly, like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Just like and it might seem weird coming from like a teacher to say that. Like my thing has never been solely focused on grades in my teaching. I don't think that I'm the best teacher when it comes to just teaching content, but I do really care about my students. And I spent more time talking to students about different kinds of shoes and cars and fashion and stuff that I like, basketball stuff that actually mattered to them, rather than just like probably teaching them content. Obviously it did help when I taught shop class, because you can do that, but actually investing in students rather than just teaching them stuff, if that makes sense. So yeah, the big thing is that they knew that I actually cared about who they were and where they come from, and trying to care about them as a person rather than just trying to force content down and be like, learn, because whatever. But yeah, so that's kind of what I would say is what I want them to take away from me. So kind of more of a philosophical thing. Anyways, so those are the questions that I was asked, and I will leave it at that. And I will be transitioning back to, I would say, the normal routine, because a lot of people have been asking me questions on purchasing vehicles. So I really want to give the best advice for that, seeing as I did work for a dealership or a couple of dealerships. Not that I was a good salesperson, though. It wasn't. Least favorite job, by the way, or one of them. But yeah, so I'll transition back to that normal content. If you guys do want me to make more Q&A videos, that's really up to you. So it's a community. Let's get involved. Obviously not with the social distancing thing. But anyways, yeah, stay safe, have fun. And what else? I mean, take care. Have a fantastic day. Until next time. See ya.